Okay, everybody, it's time to do some grammar. And for grammar, you're going to be using your spiral notebook for some notes. Make sure you have a pencil, all right? And also, you're going to need your reader's notebook pages. And those pages start with this, all right? This is the page that it'll be starting with, but we'll be starting on a different page. I'm actually going to start with my spiral to take some notes. And I'm going to start at the top by writing grammar, since we are going to be discussing some grammar right now. And the grammar that we're discussing is simple sentences. So go ahead and write that at the top of your spiral notebook page for today. Grammar, simple sentences, and we're going to focus a lot on subjects. So I'm going to start with a tree map just to kind of review what we already know about sentences. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write sentences in the middle of the next line down. I'm going to go ahead and underline that. And here's what we know about sentences from kindergarten, first grade, second grade. Sentences all have specific parts to them. There are certain things you need in order for a sentence to be considered a sentence. The first of those things is your capital letter. All sentences start with a capital letter. So we're going to go ahead and put that as our first sentence part, capital letter. Now, the next part of a sentence is what we call in third grade the subject. All sentences need a subject. So we're going to go ahead and write that down. Subject. The subject is the who or the what that the sentence is all about. So the subject is the who or the what. In second grade, you might have heard this called the naming part of the sentence. The next part of the sentence that we need in third grade, we call it the predicate. Predicate. And the predicate is the action, as in what happens in the sentence. You're usually going to find your verb in this part of the sentence, right? So your predicate is the action part, whereas the subject is the naming part. And then finally, all sentences end with some kind of punctuation. If it's a telling sentence, it ends with a period. If it's an exclamation, it ends with an exclamation point. And if it's a question, it'll end with a question mark. So these are all the parts of a sentence that you've been learning since kinder, first, and second grade. All sentences start with a capital letter. All sentences have a subject, which is the who or the what. All sentences have a predicate, which is your action part. This is where you're going to find your verb. And all sentences should end with either a period, an exclamation point, or a question mark. So we're going to go ahead and slide this down. And if I'm going too fast, pause the video, catch up, and then play again. I'm going to write some sentences down below. And what we're going to do is we're going to practice identifying the subject, which is the who or the what that the sentence is all about. Like this. The cat ran away. There's my capital letter. There's my period. Now we just need to make sure we've got the subject and the predicate going on here. And today I want you to find the subject. The subject is the who or the what of our sentence. Who ran away? What ran away? Well, it's the cat. So I'm going to underline the cat. The cat is our subject. Next sentence. And yep, you're writing all of this down. If you want to use color for underlining, you can do that. But it's best if you write the sentences in pencil in case you make a mistake. The dog chased it. There's my capital letter. There's my period. I want to find the subject. Who or what? Who chased it? What chased it? The dog. The dog chased it. So there's my subject. Next sentence. Again, pause me at any time if I'm going too fast. My mom cooks well. Period. Again, capital letter, punctuation mark at the end, and this time it's a period, just like it has been every single time, because I'm giving statements or telling sentences. Who or what am I talking about? Who cooks well? My mom. So there's my subject. My subject is my mom. That's the who I'm talking about. One more. Sarah won the game. Period. Okay. Who or what are we talking about? What's my subject? Who won the game? If you said Sarah, you're right. Sarah is my subject. And you're going to notice that the subject can sometimes be more than one word, like in the cat, the dog, my mom. And then sometimes the subject is one word, like Sarah. Depends on who or what we're talking about. Now we're going to practice this by getting our reader's notebook page and moving to page 2 of your reader's notebook. Page 2 of your reader's notebook pages looks like this: the subject of a simple sentence. A sentence is a group of words that tells a complete thought. The subject of a simple sentence tells whom or what the sentence is about. So you're going to make sure you have your page open, your pencil is ready, and we're going to do some work together. The subject usually comes at the beginning of the sentence. The subject can be one word or more than one word. The complete subject includes all the words in the subject. The weekend is a special time. What is a special time? The weekend. So the weekend is my subject. My family enjoys the holidays. Who enjoys the holidays? My family. So my family is the subject. Our job is to write the complete subject of each simple sentence. So we've got 10 sentences here, and we're going to write the complete subject of each one. Saturday is a fun day. What's a fun day? Saturday. So I'm going to write that over here, and I'm going to use a capital because Saturday is a proper noun, and it's at the beginning of the sentence. Saturday is my subject. Number 2, all my friends get together in the park. Who gets together? All my friends. That's 3 words, and it's our subject. I'm going to write it as all my friends over here. And again, subjects can be more than one word. And in this case, the subject is all my friends because that's who we're talking about. Number 3, baseball teams play on the fields. Who plays on the fields? Baseball teams. So we're going to write that as our subject. Baseball teams play on the fields. Now, if you're feeling like you've got this and you want to try it on your own, pause the video, finish, and then play the video to check your answers. You can pause it at any time, finish on your own, and then play the video back to check your answers. Number 4, my father coaches the teams. Who coaches the teams? My father. My father is our subject. Number 5, my mother watches all the games. Who watches all the games? My mother. That's our subject. My mother. Again, if you've got this, pause it, do the rest on your own, and then come back to see if your answers are correct. Number 6, our neighbors bring lots of food. Who brings lots of food? Our neighbors. Number 7, we cook outside until it is dark. Who cooks outside until it's dark? We do. That's it, just we. The secret of subjects is you want to make sure that the minute you hit that verb, stop. The verb, like cook, that is not part of your subject. That's part of the action part. So if you accidentally stick a verb in your subject, you got to get rid of it. We're just talking about we. Cook is the part that tells us what we do. The subject is we. Now, if you haven't paused the video to try some on your own yet, do it now. See if you can do 8, 9, and 10 without my help. So pause it, try 8, 9, and 10, and then play again to check your answers. All right, let's check answers for 8, 9, and 10. I hope you paused it and tried some on your own. Number 8, the kids sleep on a blanket. Who sleeps on a blanket? The kids. Number 9, Grandma and Grandpa tell stories. Who tells stories? Grandma and Grandpa. So we're going to write all of that. And notice Grandma and Grandpa get capitalized, and that's because that's what you call them. That's their name to you. Many of our teachers join us. This one's a little bit tricky. Who joins us? A lot of kids say teachers. You're right, but the complete sentence, the complete subject is many of our teachers. So I'm going to underline all of that, and I'm going to write many of our teachers. If you made any mistakes, go back, erase them, and fix them. Mistakes are not a problem. That's how we learn. If you're making mistakes and you're learning from them, then you are learning. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's what you have an eraser for, and that's hopefully why you're writing in pencil. All right, everybody, we're done with today's lesson on the subject of a simple sentence. Hopefully you guys are done with your page. If you're not, pause the video, finish, play the video out, and I will talk to you later.